Hello friend, this is Ryan Hicks of TaughtToProfit.com, and today I want to talk to you about understanding the subjectivity of time and the need for patience in your faith. In Genesis chapter 29 verse 20 it says, "And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days for the love he had to her." This is one of the reasons why I talk about being positive and following Philippians 4:8 and having that mindset where you're only thinking about good things, things of good report, things that are positive of nature, because when you do that, the inevitable time that must occur between when you pray for something, when you ask for something, or when you put the initial effort into effect, and then reaping the harvest of that action, it takes some time, and you need to be patient. But if you have the right mentality, your attitude is right, you're positive, you're following Philippians 4:8, you have a good attitude, you're thinking only about good things, things of a good report, things that are praiseworthy, you're only thinking about those things, then it'll be like Jacob was with Rachel, where he's serving for 7 years and it seems to him like just a few days. And in that sense, time is very subjective, because the other people going through that same 7-year period that Jacob was going through, it seemed like 7 years. But because he had an end goal in mind, he could see it, and he had such love for Rachel, he didn't see it as 7 years, but it just seemed to him like a few days' time. And too often people are complaining and whining, well, I prayed, why isn't God answering my prayer, and this and that. Listen, you'll never get your prayer answered when you're murmuring and groaning against God, when you're not being patient. As Jesus said in Luke 21:19, "In your patience possess ye your souls." We have the benefit of being in this world where time is a delaying factor, but that's a good thing in many ways, because sometimes people set out for certain things, and if we got everything instantly, it could cause some serious problems. And it wouldn't be good, because many times people don't really even know what they want. They just have a generic idea, and they pray for things that the end result of would be not something they want, because they don't know. In Hebrews chapter 6 verse 12 it says, "That ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises." It's never just faith. You have to also have patience, because there is always some time that needs to occur before you get the result. Yes, you ask and you shall receive, but that receiving, between the asking time and the receiving time, may be hours, days, weeks, months, or years. Now, I'm not telling you this so you have to put off receiving into some eternity in the future. No, you can receive in this life now, of course. But there may be a delay. And some of that is just to make sure that your faith is strong and you're continuing to water that seed, so to speak, so the crop can grow. You go out and plant a seed and don't water it ever again, it's not going to grow. Or you water it once or twice and then you stop watering it, it's going to wither away and die. You have to continually, day in and day out, boldly decree a thing, and it shall be established unto you. Decree that thing, thank God for it, because you believe that you received when you prayed, and you shall have it. It's going to happen. Now, exactly when? We don't know. There's no set rule book that you pray for this type of thing, and 2 weeks you'll get it, or 1 month. There's all kinds of variables, thousands of variables actually, and some of it is delayed depending on individuals that are being used by God to bring the result to you. And some of them don't answer the call of God, and he has to move other people into place. But in the end, if you're faithful and you stay through faith and patience, you will inherit the promises. In Hebrews chapter 10 verse 35-36 says this, "Cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that, after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise." It's all well and good when you do the will of God, and that's what you should do. But you have to be patient so you can receive the promise. And what I want to encourage you today is to adopt the mindset, the Philippians 4:8 mindset, where you have that positive mindset, focus on praiseworthy and things of good report. If there be any virtue in these things, you're thinking only about those things, because that will make the delay from when you seek something, you pray for it, and when you receive it, be like the time Jacob served 7 years, where it just seems like a few days. It'll be very quick. But if you do the opposite, and you don't receive something instantly, you start murmuring against God, not only will you stop the blessing, but you might even bring cursing into your life. Not from God punishing you, but because you're reaping what you sow. Don't let that be you. Be the person who through faith and patience inherits the promises. For you have need of patience. Absolutely stand firm in your faith that what you have prayed for, what you've believed for, and are decreeing, you will receive. Not only will you receive, you have received. Because you believed when you prayed that you received it. Now all you're waiting on is for it to be delivered. Is for it to manifest in reality. But in your hardened mind and the positive mentality you have toward life, you've already received it. And when it actually does come to pass, it's only going to feel like a short period of time. And it will come to pass. You will inherit the promises. Now, if you're like many people and you do have problems with your attitude, sometimes you're thinking negative thoughts and you feel like you're bombarded almost with negativity, I encourage you to get my book, The 777 Miracle. That could be very beneficial for you. Also, my book, The 7-Day Positivity Diet. That is a book that you'll follow for a week and hopefully for a lifetime, but it will absolutely radically change your life if you apply it. And you will see also that the time between when you pray for something and receive will be shortened. I don't mean just that you'll feel like it's shorter as Jacob did. That's part of it. But you also see things shorten and time compress. And things that used to take you months to get an answer for in prayer will take weeks or days even. When you have that radical change of mindset, you will start to become fertile ground. And your life is fertile ground. So you're going around planting seeds and sowing seeds, and you're reaping your harvest faster than anyone else could because you have the right mindset. So I'll put a link in the description to those books, especially the 7-Day Positivity Diet. That's very important for you. Make sure to get that book today. I pray it's been a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.